Welcome to Barely Filtered, hosted by us. I'm Aurora Culpo, star of the HBO Max show, The Culpo Sisters. Don't tell my sisters I said so. I'm a recently divorced mom of two living in Los Angeles with my ex-husband. I'm part granola mom, part glamorous jet setter.
I'm Kristen Gaffney, also a mom, a startup nerd who modeled for Sports Illustrated Swimsuit and the founder and CEO of Super True. I also like to microdose my coffee before I hit up carpool.
Welcome to Barely Filtered, our safe space. Here, we discuss health and wellness, becoming a grown-ass woman, and what's going on in this crazy world. And while we don't agree on everything, we do agree on this. We want you to live your best life.
Welcome back to Don't Worry About It. As we worry about everything.
Oh, Lord. Wait, can I ask you something? Have you seen Morgan Wade and Kyle Richards' music video?
No. Are they in love?
You haven't watched it yet? It was released yesterday.
No.
Yeah.
Stop.
It is.
Are they in love?
I'm asking the room, has everyone seen it? No? It is so ridiculous.
Are they an item?
No, apparently not. It's so over the top and crazy. You're just like, what?
There's been speculations about them dating.
There has,
Yeah.
yes.
And so is that just
And the
them
reason
confirming
that
the
Kyle
rumors?
went sober.
Because she's sober?
Morgan's sober.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you don't think it's like a public confirmation that they are
No, they
an
say
item?
they were just like, prodding the fire, like making people talk.
You know.
Look at us now.
What do you
We've
think?
devoted 5 minutes to this subject.
What is your... No, it's a good subject.
I know. I
What
don't
is
know.
your take?
I think they're together.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the housewives.
They keep saying that her and Mauricio are estranged. What does estranged mean, really? Like,
But
in
do you
that,
remember
like,
that-
he just, like, disappeared?
They
Like,
still
that's
live
what
together.
I think.
This is awful. Is this one yours?
You got the same thing for yourself.
It's not good.
You think all the housewives are doomed in their
No,
marriages?
I don't watch it enough. There's a cult-like following. I just don't get into it.
I do. I'm super
you really?
into it. I'm part of the cult.
You watch it?
Oh, my God, yes.
Ew.
All of them. I'm obsessed. How can you not be? There's certain cities I'm not into.
Like Pontomac or whatever it's called.
Potomac?
Whatever.
It isn't. Where is it?
Who fucking knows? I just go.
Is it like in
when I think of a
Washington,
map, I
Potomac?
just put it like above Arizona, kind
It's
of.
like D.C. or no? What,
Oh, it is?
No, I don't know. Hold
Oh,
on.
that makes it sexier.
Potomac. Does anybody know in this room where Potomac is?
Exactly. I thought it was like above Arizona, whatever state is above Arizona.
No, it's not. Maryland?
See, exactly. Where's Maryland? I think it's up east.
This cannot be a
Crab cakes.
Wait, hold on.
Pontomac. No one's watching Potomac.
Well, yeah, it's by D.C.
Oh, that makes it sexier. They should have just said Real Housewives of D.C.
But
That would be a good one.
No,
That would be a good one. I would watch D.C. Like chicks that are like smart and not sexy.
They should do one like that.
They should totally.
Have
do
you
that.
seen the new New York? Maryland.
I don't watch,
Maryland.
I don't watch
Maryland.
don't
Potomac,
watch
Maryland.
any of them.
Lord have mercy. The new New York has Jenna Lyons. Do you know Jenna Lyons? She used to run J. Crew. I've been watching it. It's like they recast the entire show. And I don't know how into it I am yet, but Jenna Lyons is interesting because I feel like she's had such a cult following for so long. Fashion
Did
following.
she kind of fall out with J. Crew with the fur stuff?
I don't know. I do get the sense, I haven't done a lot of recon.
J. Crew never bounced back after that.
I do get the sense, but that maybe there wasn't like an amicable breakup,
Yeah.
separation, whatever. But they never did the numbers that they did with her until recently. They have this new director. What's her name? They have this new director of J. Crew, and she's kind of crushing like Jenna Lyons used to.
I mean, J. Crew has always had the same look.
It is. I mean, I think
It's
they
like-
have to always sort of supply their basics.
Like the basic blue and white striped shirt.
Yeah, you said that.
The cowl neck that hits below the knee.
And like the cashmere sweater
Yep.
and the chino, that kind of a thing. Anyways, I'm into it. I feel like you would be into it.
It's very on brand.
Do you
for
watch
me.
reality TV?
No.
Any? What?
Zero.
Stop it.
Zero. And zero. I take that back. I do love a good old school TLC.
Like a renovation?
No. Like, help me. My life's falling apart.
Like 600-Pound Sister? Like
Totally.
you're so weird like that.
1,000-Pound Sisters.
I like 90 Day Fiancé.
Love.
Do you?
Love.
The 90 Day Fiancé the other way is my favorite.
Oh.
Are you watching that right now?
No.
Oh my God.
I just go in and out.
Epic.
But like anything that's a good TLC, I love. Like a self-help, like my leg. I love it. Totally like
a
Dr.
makeover?
Dr. Now.
A makeover show?
Good gastric bypass, yeah.
I just started watching HGTV again. It was randomly on, and I was like, oh, I missed these like makeover shows. They are a little bit
I like
stressful.
flip or flop.
Yeah.
But like when Dr. Now was doing like skin surgeries.
Ugh.
And
See, you can go grosser than me.
I
Like,
can
some of
because
that,
I'm like,
some of
just
that's too gross
spend
for me.
the extra $20,000. Like Dr. Now would just go in and just start stapling shit. You're just like,
Like what?
They're like done.
what do you mean?
But like on that,
Stapling what?
Like
a body,
on-
a human?
yeah, like on 600-Pound Life. So like it was like people in like rural areas that were like life or death. You got to lose the weight, and then they'd lose like that. The one case that would lose like 300 pounds was like, but I can't walk because all the skin on my stomach. And then Doctors Now is like, I'll fix that. And then they go in for the skin surgery. It's not like a plastic surgeon.
Okay.
And he just Frankensteins them. He goes ding, 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 like cuts off all the skin.
Are they happy?
It's better than it's better than nothing, I suppose. I don't think they're wearing two pieces after it. Because he just like, he's like, put the needle away. I'm just going to staple them shut.
Oh
And just like,
my God.
just Frankenstein's their
I
stomach.
could maybe get into that. I can't get into like the pimple popper or like that kind of stuff.
It kind of makes me sick,
Yeah, same.
but I do like it.
I could see you liking that.
Oddly, I want to do it, but I don't want to watch other people do it.
I sort of get that.
You know what I mean?
Strange. Yeah.
Like, would you and Duran ever?
What? Watch that?
No. Like, do you guys like pick at each other?
I pick at him, but he doesn't like it. He
So
doesn't
you would
like when I
never
pick
be
at
like,
him.
will you pop this? It's out of my range of
Reach.
motion.
No, and I'm perfect. I'm like a porcelain doll. I don't have blemishes.
See, Mike's not down with that.
Oh, I get that. Oh, wait. So back to what you were just telling me about Mike. You said he woke up
Oh my God.
feeling like
He feels
kind of
awful.
stoned
Yes.
and very hungry.
Looking at me
So what?
like I drugged him. And I was like, why would I drug you? Like, why would I drug my lab partner?
for fun?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? And he still feels like that. He has no idea why. No idea why.
Oh, there's no conclusion.
No. He's like, I feel out of my mind. He did a polar plunge at 6:30 to like try to snap him out of it.
And
then
he's just ravenous
I
and
could
stoned,
not stop.
but not stoned.
He's stoned but not stoned.
Yeah, he didn't smoke weed.
No.
Yeah.
But he's like, I can't stop eating.
Does he feel, is he working? Like, is he, because he,
I walked into
Can
our
you-
bedroom at like 7 o'clock. And you know Mike, he wakes up at like 4 a.m. and he hits the ground running. He's like pounding away at the keyboard, running, listening to motivational speeches, polar plunging. Like, I come in and he's wrapped up like a caterpillar in the bed. I was like, what is happening? He's like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I was like, what? Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
That's kind
It's
of
so
a fascinating
bizarre.
phenomenon.
He's like, I feel like fucked up.
Hmm.
It's like, what do you mean? He's like, I just had a bowl of honeycombs. I was like, you monster.
Weird. I don't know. I wonder.
And then
if
he started getting in my head, so now I feel like it. I'm like,
you
what if there's a
hungry?
gas leak? No, because I can't give in to feeling fucked up. My head goes, panic,
Oh, if you feel fucked up by
without having a root
Made that
cause for it.
decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it just descends upon you and it's like, hey, friend.
I didn't choose this.
No, I was like, I didn't
Yeah.
do anything to bring this on.
Oh,
Yeah.
fascinating.
So much so where I almost canceled.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you thought you were getting what he had?
Yeah.
Weird. You seem fine.
Now I do.
Yeah.
It goes in and out, though.
Today's just one of those days. One of your panic days.
It'll pop back in. Yeah.
Panic?
Yeah.
Did you take anything?
No. I have backups, but no.
Your assistant? You have your assistant
do.
with you?
And a few helpers. Yeah. It's just one of those days. That's why I just doubled up on all liquids.
Yeah. You hydrate?
This is like the devil's workshop right here.
I was just watching the trailer for that. There's like a new animated, I think it's like a movie called Strange World or something. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
And I was just watching the trailer and they were like, I kind of want to watch it. It looks like they're making fun of everything like humans think are normal. So they'll be like, time to get my jittery water. They're like, and now it's time to celebrate. Like, let's drink some ethanol. I don't know. I feel like they're like making fun of like humans.
Jittery water.
Time
to get my jittery water.
But have you seen it? It's like the animation's like very basic. They're like little circle head
No.
like stick figure people.
Is it out right now?
It's out, yeah.
Oh, let's watch it.
Yeah, I want to.
Time to get my
Looks fun.
jittery water.
You know, all the things we do that we don't question that we're just like, oh, it's
That's
like
so
it's
weird.
a societal norm.
Yeah.
Seems so
That's
crazy.
amazing.
So last week my dad was here. He was on Sudafed. I don't know if you know. He was kind of out of it. After we left, he's like, I haven't taken Sudafed in 10 years. I was like,
Sudafed's hardcore.
Sudafed is hardcore. And I said that to him. I was like, he always tells me to take Advil, cold, and sinus whenever I have like
Who would take Sudafed?
congestion, which I actually think is the greatest advice because it's one of those that actually works but doesn't knock your ass out. Sudafed like is like a Benadryl to me, right?
I mean, don't you make meth with Sudafed?
Potentially.
Potentially. I think that's like...
So he was kind of like I thought he did great, but I thought he was like a little bit out more like not as like lively, I guess, as he normally would be. And when we left, he was like, yeah, I haven't taken it in 10 years. I was like, oh my God, it's so strong.
I had no idea. He did seem subdued, but I was like... Subdued, but I was like, he doesn't have anxiety. He probably doesn't even drink caffeine.
He does. But interesting, right?
I mean, so your dad, like, goes through every emotion sober. That's crazy.
I feel like we all do, though.
You do?
No, but I mean, whether or not you have, like, you know, you, like, drinks with dinner or, like, gummies or whatever, I feel like you're still going through those emotions, like, during the day when you're sober. You know?
Fair.
But nighttime does have a weird effect on my
Like
emotions.
His sexy time for the last 30 years has been sober.
Stop with your sexy time. You can have your own weird conversation and ask him about his sex life that you're so curious about.
So interesting. I mean, he's been sober for 30 years. I guess there's a lot of people that have been sober 30 years.
Ugh. I realized when he was here that it's really hard to take him out to restaurants. He's going to listen to this, by the way. But I find...
So he's going to listen to it, and I just said that.
Whatever. You already said it on the
Fine.
one before that. So it's funny because people think because he's so healthy that he doesn't like eat cheese or bread or like sweets or whatever. But he's very regimented, but he loves like chicken parm and pizza and, you know, he'll basically like eat more or less like anything for dinner, but just has to be like very, very plain. So I took him to Osteria Mozza. And you could just see him like wigging out. And in all fairness,
His body's like an incinerator.
Osteria Mozza, like the menu, it's not like a Dantana's, you know? It's like, it's a little bit like, you know, orchietti with sausage and like burrata with anchovy. It's doesn't look so straightforward, but do you like it there? Have you been? The Osteria?
I've done takeout. I haven't been.
It's so good. And if all the food was in front of you, you'd be psyched because it all just like tastes amazing and it's so good. But it was like too like complicated for him. He was like, do they have chicken? Like, do they have chicken? I just want a red sauce and pasta. I'm like, this is not the place. I mean, my bad. I should have like, I should know better at this point, but I'm like,
I'm surprised he's not adventurous.
It's one of the best restaurants in town. So then we like move. I'm like, you know what? I don't want him to like wig out. My kids love it there, and we're like crying when I made them leave. I was like, we're gonna go next door to the pizzeria.
Oh.
So, which was sort of a downgrade, but the pizza was great. He ate the pizza, but again, he was just like off put by the like, you know, it's like gourmet.
But no, I think that's my parents are like that too. Not so much my mom. My mom will try anything.
Yeah.
My dad's like, I just want a simple, cheap Italian dinner, and I'm
Yeah.
like, Ew, you want noodles and like he doesn't.
Yeah, just
It's
like
not very
plain.
adventurous. Like he's like, we're getting sushi. Are you serious?
Yeah.
He's like, it's sodium-filled rice.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
was like asking the busboy for like bread. I asked for bread, and I was like, okay, they're making the bread. It's made to order. There's not bread baskets. I swear.
give the man a saltine.
Yeah, yeah. But
asked
then,
for bread.
but then last time he was in town, I ordered him mulberry pizza because I'm like, Duran and I had to go out, and I ordered him mulberry pizza for the kids, like with, I think the kids ate it too. But I was like, oh, solid pizza.
I also have an amazing ability to take a Domino's pizza
Yeah.
and just fucking
What do you do?
get it, girl.
What is that? What are you doing?
I just tweak some of their specialty pizzas to make it look like bespoke, like I did it. So I'll take the Wisconsin 6 cheese and I'll turn it into maybe a Brooklyn style or a super thin crust. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, what is this? And I
Yeah.
was like, don't worry about it. And I won't tell anyone. Well, now Dot's going to know, and our 3 other listeners will know.
Dot.
But like
Is
the
Dot still with
spinach.
us? Have we
I think
offended
so.
her?
I think so.
Okay.
And then I'll take the spinach feta. I'll mash that up a bit.
Mash?
Yeah. They also have a special. Domino's is the shit.
I've always loved Domino's.
Domino's
thin crust, though.
is
thin
the
crust.
no. Let me tell you something. Stop it. They have a hand tossed in there. Is it hand? No, it's a pan. I don't know. It comes in a black box though with silver all over it.
Black? What?
And it's like if a pizza arrived and was just like. It is.
And it was just
It's
posing for
full
you?
figured. And it's like, hey, come and get it.
Welcome to hell.
Welcome to hell. See you never.
I like your anxiety today. It's really like
Mind rape. Oh God.
Sorry, we're tying this back into the like male the male dominated weed
Cannabis industry.
Yeah, like that is trying to appeal to males by like sending them directly to hell.
They're like, this one's pretty chill. And I'm like, is that the devil on a motorcycle? And he's like, and it's like smoke flying.
Wait, what was the one when we went to the weed store recently and we didn't like the name? It was like
the incinerator
flames or something.
Yes.
We were like, that looks too industrial, right? It looks like we're gonna go like work on motorcycles after we smoke.
It was so bad. What was it?
Remember? It
Yeah.
was like the name of it. I'm like, I can't buy it based on the name alone.
We're like, that's intense. He's like, it's super chill. It's like, really? He's got like freaking nunchucks with fire coming out of him.
Wait, okay, so back to your
Super
Domino's.
tired.
When you...
Wake up, bitch.
It's so funny because it's so true. Like, who are they catering to?
I don't know.
Like, who's their demo?
Like, I don't think anyone walks in there and is like, I want to get rocked. Through gummies only. I mean,
Wait. When you get your Domino's, do you pick it up or do you have it delivered?
no, I have it delivered. I don't even think you can pick up Domino's anymore.
You can save like $2 if you go pick it up.
Sam. I'm good.
I want like a drone to drop it
I
off.
don't want to meet my maker and be like, hello.
Meet my maker.
Excuse me, sir. I believe I should have a $2 credit.
My maker. Meet my pizza maker. Do you
Nope.
remember when they had the pizza tracker? Like, I remember when Luca was little, there was like a pizza tracker and it would be like an animated guy and he's like, Luigi's going to be cooking your pizza. And he's like, here he is. This is where he's at in the process.
That. It's alarmingly fast. Where it's like, quality check has begun. It's good. I'm like, wait, I ordered like 4 pizzas.
It's like frozen, though. It's just not good quality.
I don't think it's frozen.
No, like the cheese is frozen, no? You think it's fresh? I think it's all like
It's
processed.
really good.
Um,
That kills me.
It's really funny. It's really, really funny. We should do a music video, like in the wheat store, like metalheads. Have you seen? You know who Larry Gagosian is? Mm-mm. He like owns all these like. He's like a crazy art mogul. He has like galleries all over the world and represents some of the most like famous artists in the world. He's kind of like a playboy. Like he's never been married. I think maybe he was married for like a week or something. He's like 78.
A
He's
week?
or like 2 weeks. I feel like he doesn't
okay.
have kids. He's worth like, I don't even know. I mean like hundreds of millions, maybe like $1 billion. He's just like kind of like a like perpetual bachelor. He's now dating this like 27-year-old artist, like ingenue, that he's like, I don't know, like discovered. I guess like a year ago, her paintings, or like, you know, not that long ago, a year or so, give or take, were going for like $400. Now they're like selling at auction for like $1.2 million or something.
Really?
Yeah, they're kind of cool. They're actually really cool. They're worth looking at. Her name's like Anna something. She's gorgeous. Like she's like a knockout.
How old's this guy?
78. Yeah. And I just find it so fascinating because they're like an item. Her name is Anna Wayant, and she's like an incredible painter. But basically, like he can like, obviously she's talented. Like it's not like he's just like with her because she's cute, but it's crazy to think he can like set the market for like what her stuff is worth because like
Wait, I
not
want to
only
see what this guy looks like. What's his name?
here
Oh, yeah. I don't think I could do it.
date him.
Oh, wow. She's beautiful. You know who she looks like?
She's hot, right?
She looks like my friend Catherine.
She does. She's like tall, kind of lanky.
She totally looks like Catherine.
But like if he was like whatever, like you liked him enough, would you date him if it was like gonna like change your entire trajectory of your career? I guess like she was discovered on like Instagram.
I don't know, man. That hand looks like it's been in the oven. That looks like my maker.
Wait, was that hand like roasted, like, or is it just spray tanned? That is a creepy little hand. Have you guys seen
That hand went golfing a few too many times.
Anyway, I thought it was an interesting story.
Well, it seems like you would probably hook up with them to change your future.
Fuck yeah.
You would?
I don't know, maybe. Change my future. I already told Duran I'm like looking for a second husband. After he took me to this like Uber, like basically it was like a hotel of a house like in Bel Air that he did all the furniture for. And it was like, I've been like sort of traumatized ever since seeing it. I was like, I need to look for my second husband. You can make furniture for us.
You can make furniture for us.
But no, I don't know if I would. But it's interesting, right?
She's
like
so
a thing.
pretty.
She's so pretty and so talented. Her art's kind of cool. You got to check it out. But I found it to be fascinating. And I had a friend who used to like work for him in New York. And I don't know. It's just like a crazy life, you know? Think about it. It's like having all of that, like all of those connections, all of that money at your disposal. And you're like dealing with like the top echelon of people who are like buying art, can afford to buy art. You know what I mean? Traveling around the world.
Crazy.
No kids, no wife. Like,
what's his? I want to see what his 2-week wife looked like.
oh, I don't know.
You haven't Googled that yet?
No, I didn't go deep down this rabbit hole. I just saw that they were dating.
It's so unlike you.
And I know it is. I'm not like psycho obsessed with the story. I just think it's fascinating that she's like into dating him. But maybe he's fun and cool. I don't know. 78? He's like the same age as my dad.
Totally. This is a hypothetical question.
Okay.
Say you're bringing in like
Okay.
100 grand a month, okay?
Okay.
100 grand a month. You're spending out the door without house or anything right now like 70. Just say.
Without a house?
No. I'm sorry. Let's rewind.
Yeah, rewind.
Let's say you're spending like, let's lower it. 100's a lot. Let's say it's like 60 grand a month is what you're bringing in, and you're spending 40. How much, if you had 20 grand left in that month to rent or buy something, how much would you want it left over to feel safe?
Like what percentage of the leftover 20?
Just say you have like 20.
After everything is said and done?
Mm-hmm. How much would you feel comfortable putting towards rent or a home?
I thought rent was included in what I was already paying. Oh, everything but rent or whatever. And I only had 20 left over? I don't know. I guess it's hard to say.
Or how much do you want for a slush fund every month? Like, how much fun money do you want in the bank? Like, what's your cushion?
I mean, that's a good question. I think there's too many
never thought
variables
about
to
it.
answer that, like, super straightforward. Because when you say everything's paid for, but then there's always other stuff.
Of course, this is what I'm saying. Other stuff.
Yeah.
Like saying you're putting in a fair
Food
amount
and-
for food,
Yeah.
but this isn't, and like a small portion for like going out to dinner. But like if you want to buy stuff or like Starbucks, stick around, stuff you're not going to put into a budget. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's just
Like, are
your
you saying,
little,
like, how much do you
slush
want to put
fund.
away to save? Or how much
No,
do you just want
not.
to have as a cushion?
Just as a cushion. Like 5,000?
No, probably
10,000?
Probably half of that, yeah. If everything, probably.
Right?
It's kind of a hard question to answer.
It is, right?
Yeah, because it's not it's not you're not
I'm
giving
struggling
me,
with this
You're not
right
giving
now.
me enough information. Oh, because you're looking at buying a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I was like, how much do you need
Yeah.
at the end of the month for like play money?
Enough, but I also think if you're tighter than you were before when you were renting, it's worth it because you're investing in owning something. So it's not
Yeah,
it's not the same.
it doesn't.
Yeah. But you saw a house you really liked.
Yes. We
But-
saw 3 homes. I'm in love with one.
Okay.
And Mike's like, it's not happening
Okay.
because it's smaller.
Oh.
But I love it.
Yeah.
And
But is
then
that why you're thinking about like money stuff right
Yeah.
now? Because of just like
Just
committing
because,
to
yeah,
like
like, we're
buying
committing
and,
to buying
and
something,
being,
and I'm like-
in that, yeah.
And Mike tracks every dollar. If he tips a valet, he emails himself.
What?
Swear to God. He knows taxes for Mike are so easy. Because he
Whoa.
can just pull up his spreadsheet and go, how much did you spend going out to Meals for Business? And
What if he
goes,
like puts a quarter in a meter?
it's on his credit card, so he looks at his statement.
Stop.
Swear to God.
Whoa.
But he did this when he was unemployed. He really buckled down and got out of debt.
Yeah.
And he did a financial model where he was like, I need to know where every penny I spend goes.
Mm-hmm.
Me, not even I'm like reckless.
Yeah.
But he knows to a T.
Yeah.
To a T.
Yeah. That's kind of awesome.
You'd
For
love
him.
it. You'd love it because you're totally into that. Where I'm like,
I'm
it makes me
into
nervous.
that.
He's like, how much do you spend a month? I'm like, I don't know.
Well, I'm into that, but I'm also not like clocking everything. But I do sometimes think about putting more money away or, those kinds of things. But I don't know where the best place to put that. Like other than like, I think property obviously is
Yeah.
like the easiest, most straightforward like investment, especially in California, LA. I mean, it's like, you'd have to make a really bad decision, I think, to like not have that
Yeah.
be a good investment.
And
you
then
know?
two
Any
of
kind
the
property.
homes we saw, this is what we're struggling with. One is drop dead gorgeous. It's literally like an oasis. You walk in and you forget about anything you saw walking in. You forget about everything. It's to
You
die
get a
for.
lobotomy upon entry.
Literally. We were like, ew, never. And you're like, wait, what? Like walking in. Because you're
Oh.
like, doesn't have a ton of curb appeal.
Uh-huh. My dad loves curb appeal.
So do I. I'm a sucker for curb appeal.
I love it too. I mean, it's great.
I love curb appeal.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
more intrigued by curb appeal.
Yeah.
So you walk into this home
There's
and it is
not a lot of neighborhoods in LA have. They're oftentimes just like
No.
so pushed back and like you can't see anything, right?
This one's like gated. You go in
Oh.
and you're like, huh?
Mm.
And then you get inside and you go, oh, okay. God designed this. I'm like, oh, I just stepped into heaven.
Oh my God. Wow.
Has a secret pantry. So it's
Walk
like
in?
a cabinet.
Yeah.
It looks like all your cabinets in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And it's got a handle and you open it and it's this gorgeous olive green room.
Walk in.
Yeah.
I love
Oh
a
yeah.
walk-in pantry.
It's a walk-in.
Sexy.
But you would
Very
never
sexy.
know it was there. Like if you were being robbed, you could open
A
this
safe
kitchen
room
cabinet
and just hide?
close it because no one would ever open it.
Wow.
It's like refrigerator.
Secret hideout.
Secret hideout.
I love that.
But it's like on a busy street and next to an apartment complex. and you're like, oh, my kids are not going to be able to, like, I can't imagine. I would never be like, have fun riding your bike. Have fun. Put on your rosary. Head left. Like, it's definitely not that kind of house.
Oh my God. Is it close to where you are now?
Yeah.
Okay, so similar
It's
neighborhood.
literally up the
Yeah.
street.
What's your address? We were talking about what time is like an acceptable time to go out.
We went out last night.
But we don't go out all the time, you and
I never go out.
Yeah.
And I was so looking forward to last night. It was fun. Don't get me wrong. I love the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
But we thought it started at 6:30, and then the invite said 8, and we discovered it as we were stacking parking, and I was like, we're trapped. So we had this like sense of panic rush over us. And Mike's like, even if we wanted to leave, we couldn't.
Literally, that is one of my.
We were like 6 cars deep, and I was like, oh my God,
That's
we
one of my
can't get
biggest
out.
fears. Like I'm terrified of stack parking.
It's horrific. It's so bad. And then we got in, and it was like, it was heaven. It was like, I've never sat in one of those boxes against the stage at Hollywood Bowl where the waiter like serves you like a 4-course meal and brings bottles of wine. Like, thank God I was going to bring an igloo, like, you know, to join. Be like, hey, guys. But
okay.
like 4 glasses of wine later, and it was like classical music, and I was like, ooh, I'm tired. And then I was like, what time is it?
What time was it?
It's like almost 11. It was
Oh my
8,
God.
9. It
You got there
ended
at
at
6:30?
And try listening to classical music for like 2 hours, and it's dark out. I was like,
I know. I like to think that I'm like so sophisticated and that I would go and be like, I'm just going to watch some classical. I'm going to
No.
watch an orchestra.
you can't keep your eyes open.
But then I don't know
impossible.
that I would have the stamina
I started
to
drinking
last.
coffee at like 10 o'clock. I was like, I'm never going to make it home.
Really?
Well, I forced the...
Did it take you a long time to get out of the stack?
No.
Everybody pile on!
I was like, quick!
I will not do that. Like, I will not stack park.
I like slid across the car and jumped in the seat.
I will like literally bribe the like attendant and be like, here's $100, like put me anywhere else.
It was too late. We were like descended upon with other cars. By the time we figured it out, we're like, ah!
Yeah, you
I was like, why is everyone putting their parking brakes
You were
on?
stuck.
We were stuck.
in the belly of the beast. That's what I call it.
Even if we wanted to leave, we couldn't.
Oh my God. All right.
There was a sense
So,
of
but
panic.
like, what time would you want to go out? Like in general?
Oh, and then I
'Cause-
was texting 2 friends during the show.
Yeah.
I was like, we never set up drinks. I was like thinking of things I could do like to keep me up.
Yeah.
I was like, we never set drinks. I was like, you know, where are
Let's
we
make
going?
plans.
Let's make plans. Who wants to party? Sorry, I just had coffee. I know it's 10:30. And they were like, cool, the 16th works for me. I'm like, awesome. 5 o'clock. They're like 7:30. I was like, what?
7:30.
It seems late. I'm in bed by 9.
You know, it doesn't seem as late to me now when it's summer and it's still light out at like 8 o'clock.
Oh my God, 7:30.
But in like the winter when we do daylight savings, like 8 o'clock feels like 10. Like I'm like, no, it's been dark for 2 hours. But I don't know. I also feel like anything after like 6:37 is like, I'm like, no, I don't want to do
I
that.
don't want to.
Someone just invited me to dinner a few nights ago, like at 8:30. They're like, I know it's late, but it's a really good restaurant. I was like,
No, I'm fine.
excuse me, am I in like Europe? Like, no, I'm not doing that. But I have like a fair share of friends who appreciate the early situation.
I love an early dinner.
But then I do have, like, I would say it's like 50-50. Then I have the other ones that are like, what, like, drugs are you on? Like, why can't you go out later? Like, they want to, like, put their kids down or get their kids, like, ready and then go out. I'm like,
this was this
no.
group that I think they want to put their kids down. I was
No.
like, fair enough.
I'm not down.
But I was like, I can't start drinking at like 8 o'clock at night.
At that point, I just would be like,
Just roll
over
into
it.
the next day.
I know, I'm such a baby like that. But I sort of feel like did we ever like going out late even when we were younger?
No.
I don't think
Well,
so.
I mean, we did.
But like we did it, but it's not like we liked it.
No. It's not my
Right?
thing.
Right?
I love like a 5 o'clock walk to a restaurant,
Yeah.
a slow roll into the night.
Yeah. Or like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock
I
cocktail
mean,
hour.
and Mike fights it every time. He's like, oh, I am not going to dinner at 6 with you again.
Really?
And then when we do it, I'm like, how nice is this?
I know. And then you're not home so late, and you can like actually like
No, he's like, I can have a cigar. I was like, yeah, see?
the
Our
cigar.
whole night
it's
is
so
ahead
funny
of me.
thinking of him like in his cigars. I find it so funny.
Oh, I said something in front of one of the realtors yesterday. I was like, he's like, I could build like a man cave in the back. It's like, yeah, you can go out there and you can smoke in it for all I care. And the realtor was like, what?
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm never gonna be into the late night or the late night, and by late night I mean 7:30.
7:30.
It's just because by the time you get back, and then you're like,
It's too much.
yeah,
I can't do it. No.
no. I would like to start getting up earlier. Actually, like I
I
feel
would
like,
too. I've read like self-help books that it would like change your world. And
because it feels like
It's not
free
taking
time
for me.
No, I know, but lately, and I don't know if it's because it's summer and the kids have a looser schedule, but I'm like, I feel like I'm sleeping in like. And by sleeping in, I mean like 8 o'clock, as opposed to like
whoa,
what?
that's sleeping in.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What time do you get up?
6?
Oh, see, if I could get up at 6, I feel like I would run the world.
No, you wouldn't.
No? What are you doing at 6?
You just dick around for like an hour before everyone else wakes up.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm doing anything productive or to
could you
benefit
keep
myself.
sleeping if you wanted to or no?
Nope.
Oh, you're like up.
Nope. I just have a cup of coffee. I scroll. Pick up dog stuff. You don't do anything. I mean, I could really turn it around and like get on the treadmill, but that part hasn't stuck yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what my goals would be. I feel like I would like go walking, like go like out and
I'm
like
too
to
afraid
walk
of being
the dogs.
abducted.
Why? It's not
I
dark.
won't go on a walk. I don't know.
Early in the morning?
Yeah. Not even in my neighborhood. And I live in a pretty safe neighborhood.
What?
Yeah, I would definitely be scared if I were you.
Why?
I don't know.
My neighborhood's super safe.
Yeah.
There's not cell service everywhere, but yeah.
Exactly.
No,
Not cell service.
I don't know. I think I would like walk
You're
the
tucked
dogs,
away.
But I don't know. I always feel like I'm like, and this is my own issue. In fact, I mean, I'm going to take responsibility because I do blame Duran. He's also because he's similar to me in this way that like I'm always like, I'm always leave everything like to like a minute like before. You know what I mean? Like even if I'm up early to like get the kids dressed and ready for school, like I feel like I don't leave the house until like the minute I'm supposed to. So I'm always like balls to the wall, like where it's like, we're leaving, you're getting there, you know, like I don't know. I feel like everything I do in life, it's like
I
so
noticed
cramped.
this. You know how I know?
Why?
Because I meet you once a week.
Yeah. No, you know.
I know.
But I am. And
I'm
there's-
always 5 minutes early everywhere I go.
I know. I want to turn over that leaf. I feel like I've consciously tried, and it's different every day. Like there's always something that's like, what about me? Like whenever I'm trying to like run out the door or do something. I don't know. I'm really bad at time management. Like I really need to figure it out.
You do?
Yeah, because also like it's not fun to be like stressed going somewhere.
I know. Well, it doesn't stress you out that much. Does it?
I lately have been like, why am I doing this to myself?
Yeah, why?
I don't know. I've got to be able to like figure it out.
So when you go to leave, like when I was leaving here, I was like, I need to be out the door by noon.
Yes,
And I'm 5 minutes away.
and I'm like 10 minutes away.
Because I go, it's going to take me 5 minutes to get out of the car, get upstairs, get settled. No one will be waiting for me. So I said, everyone, please be on time today.
Last week I was on time
Well, that was...
with my dad. I was sitting in the car waiting for you.
Well, riddle me that.
No, I was same. I was gonna leave at the same time, and then I was leaving, and a contractor was like, "What about this? Like, is this the right measurement?" And I was like, So I'd like get a tape measure and like measure something. Like again, I could give you a different excuse every time. Every time. Oh, you know what else I was reading? And I always feel like you're the Britney Spears aficionado. And lately I feel like you're like, I have no idea what's going on with her. Like, and I'm like, this is not, you have to be like up on her. So I was reading this article recently that says you know how she's like off the chains, like, you know, maybe always has been.
know. Yeah.
I always send you the videos of her dancing. And someone, like, I guess her true fans think that she was never actually freed. That she's like the whole like emancipation thing, or I don't know, do you call it emancipation when you're an adult? I don't know.
Yeah.
That was like a stage, and that she's still being controlled and like something weird like that.
What the?
Yeah, that it's all a conspiracy. No.
I don't think so. No, the news wouldn't make that shit up.
And that like she's not really like in love with that husband, and I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah.
She's probably like still on lithium though. Like,
Oh, was she?
yeah.
Lithium? Why? Lithium really destroys your skin. Really? Why lithium?
Her skin, that's what you're
Yeah.
worried about?
Yeah. And your insides.
I don't know. That's what her, like, the highest medication she was on at one point, I believe.
Lord. All right. I feel like you've fallen off of her like
It's kind of
fan
like,
club. You used to
I
be
think
really...
I was so in love with her, and then to watch what's happened, I go, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you do you for a bit. Let me know when you're good.
Let
I'll
me know
come
when
back.
you come back as a sex kitten.
It just makes me uncomfortable to watch the videos now.
I know. It feels like someone's like
It's
making her dance
exploiting,
like a little monkey.
No, and it's just her like broken little head being like, this looks good.
Yeah.
Or I'm like, maybe it looks better. Like, I think I look like fierce, and then someone takes a picture and I'm like a human blob, you know?
Oh, did you? Are you the one who sent me? It was like Tom Holland versus Selena Gomez. You're like, what I think I look
Yes.
like when I leave, and then what I actually look like.
You're like,
Did you go to the Taylor Swift concert?
no. Did you?
You're like,
I didn't.
no. But do you feel like I've seen so much footage
I'm
and
over
so
it.
much
I
coverage
can't.
of it that I feel like am I having FOMO? Did I want to go? I don't even know. I'm not adverse to her, but I've never been like obsessed. So, or even really that interested.
I'm good.
But the coverage is crazy.
I also see people like our age going, and I'm like, huh? You were really a Swiftie? Like, and they're like, you belong to me. And I'm like,
And the
what?
heart glasses and something with the beaded bracelets, they give them away to each other at the thing. She's like, yes, I'm a Swiftie.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, yeah, I know enough songs.
Yeah.
I don't think I own clothes that I'd fit in.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. You know, people are dressing like little, star-fed cowgirls. They're like hot pink, and like they're like, hey, and they're like, like I couldn't do
There's
that.
so many, yeah.
I couldn't do that.
There's so much that goes into being a Swiftie.
I think we're too old to be Swifties.
Are we?
Yeah.
That might be it.
Yeah.
But I have seen quite a few of like my friends and mutual friends of
It's
like,
weird to me.
that like adults.
Unless they're bringing their daughter with them, it's kind of like, I'm like, huh, that's interesting.
I also just think it's a to-do now that the tickets are so expensive, they're so hard to get, and like some of my friends like, you know, have boxes there, and they're like, okay, let's go. I don't know, but I think ultimately everyone really wants to be there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but now the last night of it,
The last night was last night? No, the night before.
the night before, 2 nights ago, and I was like, oh, somehow something like clicked, and I was like, should I have wanted to go? Should I have been there? I don't know.
I had a friend, one of our mom friends, like her husband works in music, and she went with him. And I was like, dude, I bet they had like a sweet setup. Like, I get it. I'd go on that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But I'm not getting like floor tickets to like
yeah.
in a mosh pit with a bunch of pre-pubes.
But I
I'm
think
good.
the floor had seats too, but I don't know.
Yeah, no one's sitting in them. Then you're like squatting duck. You're the only one sitting on the
I
floor.
guess if you like, yeah, that's true. You're right.
And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't see
You're right.
shit.
I bet you no one's sitting. Yeah.
No one's sitting.
Yeah. No, I would do like a box too, where you could just like chill. You're like, fine. What, like, I don't know.
Could you imagine being on the floor for Taylor and her looking down and you're just sitting?
I'm like,
Don't mind me.
I'm the one sitting.
Legs hurt.
So next week we're gonna have Mike on,
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was thinking about that last night.
right? Kottie's husband Mike is coming on next week.
You
We're
get all
very-
nervous around him.
When he's here, should we talk about the Ted sleeping thing so we can finally just like come
Oh,
to
for
like a
fuck's sake. Yeah, I guess so.
No, but so we
Yeah.
can like come up with a plan. So Kottie, we've talked about this before. Ted wants Kottie to fall asleep with her every night, and so would I, by the way, if I was your
You
kid.
do, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, obviously, Dom sleeps in my bed. I mean, there's no like clear cut way to do it. But Mike has a big issue with her doing that, and kind of like gives you.
Oh, it's going to be like a therapy session.
Nobody
Yeah.
he hammers you about
He
it.
says-
but
yeah.
but ultimately, I think there's like a plan that you guys can both like implement, and
Yeah.
then like instead of him just like making you feel bad about it.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
And about him changing his code.
Yeah, a lot of things.
There's so much
It's
we can
gonna
talk
be
to him
great.
about.
It's really going to be great.
Just don't bring up space because he'll talk about it forever.
space, like
Ugh.
like space.
He'll be like, there's a balloon. You can reserve a spot. And you're like, I'm not going to space in a balloon.
or like going to space.
Yeah. That's what he's like focused on for work.
Is he investing in companies that are doing
Space
that?
technology.
Stop it. Ooh, that's fascinating, actually.
Oh, Lord.
No?
It is, but you just, set some guardrails for that conversation.
Okay. I'll set up some parameters.
He's like, problem is we can't find enough aluminum. And you're like, okay. Well, go back to the balloon.
I love it. I hope he still feels stoned next week.
I don't.
Oh. I'm curious to see how the rest of the day goes for both of you.
Me too.
I love that you're like, do we have a gas leak?
Oh, we always feel like we have gas leaks.
You think gas would make you feel stoned?
No, we'd probably just be dead. I don't know why I thought gas leak.
All right, I love you. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it.
I don't.
Just stop.
I don't.
Stop.
I fucking don't.
Don't do it.